Hello, everybody. It's Daniel speaking, an English teacher of Emotional English Podcast. We are learning an English language here, and you guys are getting the new words, new combination, revising your new vocabulary, and just having fun here, okay? With me, Daniel Bundarison, all right? So we are starting our Emotional English Podcast number 5. It's the 5th episode of Emotional English Podcast with another emotional stories. I love one of the TV shows. It's called The Office. And I've made another great mini story according to this beautiful TV show. Okay? So this is a live version of my podcast. I'm not editing anything here, so I'm just reading a little mini story, and then I'm asking you the questions, all right? What do you have to do with these questions? You need to answer me immediately, okay? So I want immediate answers from you right away, right after I'm asking you the question. I will give you some time to think, and then you have to answer me fast and easy without extra thinking time, okay? This is the idea of our podcast. Fast and easy answers to increase your communication skills. Let's begin. There is a guy. His name is Michael. He's a manager, branch manager of a company, paper company in Scranton City. So, there is a girl or there is a guy? Absolutely correct. There is a guy. And what the guy's name? Yep, the guy's name is Michael. And who is he? What's his profession? He's a trashman? No. He's a manager, right? What kind of manager is Michael? He's a branch manager. So is Michael a general manager or a branch manager? He's a branch manager. What is the difference between general manager and branch manager? Branch manager, it's just the person who is managing one part of the company, okay? The part of a little, let's say, branch, it's called branch, right? The little part of the company. You have a big company and the little branch in the little city, okay? So, branch manager. In which kind of company Michael working? He's working in a paper company. In which city? New York, right? No, not New York. Scranton City, right? So Michael works as a branch manager of a paper company in Scranton City. Scranton, by the way, is the 6th largest city in the U.S. state of Pennsylvania. So East Scranton is the 7th largest city in the New York state. No, not New York, of course. It's the U.S. state of Pennsylvania. It's a lovely place, you know. The name of this company is Dunder Mifflin. That is the name of our company. The name of this company is Dunder Mifflin. Where is Dunder Mifflin? Oh, it's situated in the U.S. state of Pennsylvania, right? Absolutely correct. So the name of this company is Dunder Mifflin, and the headquarters of Dunder Mifflin in New York City. So what is the headquarters? Any ideas? Okay, so the headquarters, it's the place like a general branch or the main building, the main office. And where is it? Is it in Scranton? No, it's not in Scranton. It's in New York, right? New York, the big city, right? So the main branch is there. The main office is in New York. So, and what's in Scranton? Yeah, the branch, right? The branch is in Scranton. Scranton branch in Pennsylvania state, right? So, there are 2 co-founders there, Robert Dunder and Robert Mifflin. They are co-founders of the company. So, what kind of company they are created? They have created or founded the Dunder Mifflin Company. And what kind of things Dunder Mifflin doing or selling? They are selling Pepsi Coke. No, not Pepsi Coke. How stupid am I? So the paper. They are selling the paper. So they have founded in 1949, okay? It's a pretty old company. And Dunder Mifflin has a problem now. They have very low cash flow. So who created Dunder Mifflin Company? Robert Dunder and Robert Mifflin, right? These are two people. One guy's name is Robert, absolutely. And another guy's name is Robert, absolutely. So they are co-workers. No, not really. They are co-founders of the company. What is the difference between co-founders and co-workers? Actually, when you created a new company and you did it with your friend, you guys together made it, right? So you are co-founders. And if you just the single person who created your own company, you are the owner, right? You're not co-founder, you are the founder of the company. Nobody helped you, right? So that's the difference. So they have founded it in 1878. No, not 1878, right? It's 1949. Is it a pretty old company or a pretty new company? What do you think, guys? Yeah, this company is pretty old. I'm so sorry for this disturbing sound in my back. It's just stupid maintenance coming up there. Somebody's doing the repair, and I don't like it. So, but Dunder Mifflin has a problem, right? What kind of problem do they have? Oh, something about the money? Something about the girls or family? No. It's, or yes, whatever you said, right? So they have a very low cash flow. What does it mean, very low cash flow? So does their cash flow has positive numbers or negative numbers? Who knows? We have no info here. The cash flow could be negative or positive, but here we have low cash flow. It means that we're getting very low cash flow. So probably it's a little bit extra money which company is making. It's not minus, right? It's plus, but they still need more. They need more because they want to grow, right? They are kind of big company and they want to have more money. So in one of the company's meeting, February 3rd, CEO David Wallace announced the problem to all managers of Dunder Mifflin. So when did David Wallace announce the problem? When? Okay. It's a February 3rd, isn't it? Absolutely. And where he announced it? Where did he announce it? He announced it in one of the company meetings, right? That's where he did it, right? He did it there. So he announced these news to whom? To his coworkers? Basically, yeah, to all managers of Dunder Mifflin. So did he announce the problem to all managers of PepsiCo company? No, not Pepsi, right? To Dunder Mifflin managers, right? Not Pepsi managers. So there were 13 managers at the meeting. David proclaimed that the company need to cut their expenses and increase the profits at least 3 times more than they have now. So what amount of money David wants to have? Actually, he wants to have 3 times more than they have now, right? 3 times more than they have now. So did he whispered it or did he proclaimed it? Yeah, David proclaimed it, right? He said it very, very energetically, very emotionally. So he was 100% sure about things which he was saying to everybody, right? So he said, let's call it a day, and finished the company meeting. So what does it mean? Let's call it a day, and then over. It's a little idiom here. Let's call it a day means let's finish for today, right? It's enough stuff. We finished. We got enough deal finished, right? It means let's finish. Let's call it a day, right? So what David said in the end of the meeting? Did he say, let's call it an ice cream? No, he didn't say that. He said, let's call it a day, right? He wanted to finish the meeting. So, in January, all branches made $111,000, but the David wanted 3 times more than that. He wants managers make $333,000 per month until the end of what? Of the quarter. What does it mean, the quarter? Most of the time in America, they have quarters. It means September, November, whatever. So 3 months most of the time. And what is the quarter here in our Dunder Mifflin story? It's January, February, and March, right? So they had the profit of $111,000 in January, right? So in February, they had a meeting, and they need to make $333,000 when? In March, right? 3 months per 1 quarter. So January, February, March. In March, they need to have $333,000. Okay? So how many branches Dunder Mifflin has? 13, right? Why they had 13 branches? Because they had 13 managers at the meeting, right? And David proclaimed that they need to cut their expenses and increase their profits 3 times more, right? So they had $111,000, right? And now they want to make $333,000 per month. It means in the end of the March, each branch need to make $25,000. $615. Can you imagine that? It's a lot. $25,615 positive cash flow. It's a lot of money, guys. It's a lot of money. So, Michael, branch manager of Scranton, back to his branch and made a motivational speech to all his staff. He didn't proclaim. He didn't whisper. He yelled. Show up! Show up! Show up! And after a while, the moose shows up too. So, what did he yell? He yelled, show up! Show up! Show up! And after a while, the moose shows up too. Right? So, what does it mean? Is he stupid? Not really. It's pretty motivational. Show up, show up, show up. And after a while, the moose shows up too, right? Shows up too. And it means that when you are, showing something up, when you are trying to have your own experiences, right? When you're trying to show your results, right? He was like making a magical trick, right? When he was putting a spell on something, and then the moose shows up. It's the result, right? So did he say, go down, go down, go down, and after a while, the moose go down? No, not go down. Absolutely no. He said, show up, show up, show up. And after a while, the moose shows up too. Who is the moose? Oh, the moose. The moose, it's an animal, right? Big things on the top of their head. They are big, and it's like a deer, but it's, bigger. They have got these little things on it, like horns on the top, right? Or antlers, right? But anyway, these are horns, and these horns are bigger on moose, right? Moose is more beautiful, in my opinion. It has longer legs, and maybe I think it's have less speed. It has less speed while it's running, okay? So the moose is beautiful, and then Michael yelled, "Show up, show up, show up." And after a while, the moose shows up too. And he said, "One more thing. We need to bite the bullet this month and make $25,615. So how much money did they need to make? Okay, they need to make $25,615. Okay, so, and what they need to do? He used the interesting idiom, isn't it? Yeah. The idiom called to bite the bullet. What does it mean? Okay. To bite the bullet. You have to bite the bullet when you are suffering and going through not very funny moments of your life, okay? So you are biting the bullet and, going tough, rough through the experience. You are experiencing very extreme situation, and you have to fight. You have to go through struggling and make $25,615 per one branch. They need to do that, right? And he said one more thing. If we finish the quarter with the right amount of positive cash flow, everybody will have a raise. So, what did Michael say to his employees? He said, if we finish the quarter, right? What does it mean, the quarter? The end of the March, right? When they finish March with $25,615 on their bank account, it means everybody will have what? Downsizing, right? No, not the downsizing. They will have a raise. What does it mean, a raise? A raise means a lot of money after. A lot of money coming to their pocket. They have bigger salary next, okay? So, it's an outrage, said Pam. It's a piece of cake, said Dwight. I made more with a beet last month. So, what did Pam say to everybody? She said, it's an outrage. What does it mean? It's an outrage. It's like, whoa, man, that's crazy. It's impossible. It's an outrage. It's very, very unfair, right? 25,000. It's 3 times more than they had before, right? They had made less money, much less. But here they need to triple their results, right? And she's saying, it's an outrage. Cool. But the Dwight is more positive about this announcement. He said, it's a piece of cake. It's another idiom. It's a piece of cake means it's easy. It's pretty easy to do, right? It's easy. Because he made more with beet last month. So did Dwight make more with carrot last month? No. Not with carrot. With beet. What is beet? Beet, it's the type of vegetable. It's kind of, like pink one. When you're cutting it, beet root is very healthy for you, and it's pink. Dark, dark pink, let's say. The combination of dark color, dark red, and then pink, something combined together. It's a beet. Very good vegetable for your health. Some people like to make juices with it, carrot, then maybe some beet, juice, and then there are some people adding some milk or cream. Works as well. So in the end of the quarter, Scranton branch made $51,000. Not 51, $51,230. Okay? $51,230. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. They've made double. They've made 6 times more. So they doubled it. They doubled the plan. How cool is that? In the end of the quarter, Scranton branch made $51,230. It's a lot of money, right? They doubled it or tripled it. They doubled it, and they made 6 times more than they had in January, okay? At the beginning of their quarter. It's very good result. So finally, David Wallace bought 10 boxes of ice cream to each employee and gifted a commission paycheck of $5,000 to Michael Scott. So, who got the ice cream boxes? The manager or each employee? Okay, so the manager got money, but the employee, they've got boxes of ice cream, right? How many boxes of ice cream each employee got? 7? 5? 10. 10 boxes of ice cream to each employee. Can you believe it? David Wallace bought 10 boxes of ice cream to each employee. Of which company? Dunder and Mifflin, right? Dunder Mifflin Paper Company. And which branch is it? Scranton branch, isn't it? In which city? Scranton City. Scranton City. And if you remember, the Scranton City is the 6th largest city in the U.S. state of Pennsylvania. Not New York, not California, but Pennsylvania in America. So, everybody in the branch are happy now. You know, they have a lot of ice cream. And then the last guy said, "Let's call it a day," said Kevin. Kevin, if you're not familiar with this TV show, he is accountant of this branch. And he said, "Let's call it a day." It means let's finish it, right? We've done enough. We did pretty good job, right? And the owner of 60 boxes of ice cream was Kevin. Let's guess why he was the owner of 60 boxes of ice cream. Because most people don't need this, all right? And if you're familiar with Kevin, he's big, he loves different sweets, and it's a lot of ice cream for Kevin, and he loved it. He said, "Let's call it a week." No. He didn't say that. He said, "Let's call it a day." And he was the owner of 60 boxes of ice cream. He got it without any problem. People gifted it to Kevin because they didn't need it, okay? They didn't need it, and they gifted all boxes to Kevin. And Kevin was super happy. So who was just happy? The branch. The branch was just happy. Did everybody have a promotion and a good paycheck? No. Not everybody got promoted, right? Nobody got promoted. So did anybody get the paycheck? None of employees, right? But there is a guy, the manager of a branch. His name is Michael. And Michael got the paycheck. $5,000 or 5 grands, right? 5 grands of American dollars. Good enough, isn't it? 5K. Woo, woo. It's almost 10% of the whole profit, what they've made, right? $51,230. It's almost 10%, right? So, this is the end of our story. And this is a little description part where we can discuss with you just some comments. First of all, I want to thank you guys for listening. This is really cool that you've made it. Second thing is, of course, this mini story is not perfect, and I am not the perfect podcaster or whatever. It's just the tryout week, and I'm still testing my system, still testing my quality of in English lessons. And if you guys are interested to continue my Emotional English podcast lessons, please let me know in Instagram. I have an Instagram page there with a lot of video lessons too. It's instagram.com, bondarison, okay? And just go there, give me some feedback with your message, and I will answer you as soon as possible because I need your feedback. If you like this podcast, please give me the note that is kind of cool, or I don't like it. Please do this more or do that more. I need some extra feedback from you, okay? Don't be shy. Just do it. Let me know what you think about this podcast. And I will do more English lessons for you. It's not a big deal for me to make lessons for you guys. You just need to ask, and I'll do it for you. So finally, we've got the story from Dunder Mifflin Paper Company branch. And if you want to have more understanding of this mini story, please listen to this mini story again and again to understand all words and vocabulary. This one was pretty easy one, right? Just a couple new words here, maybe 0, maybe just for revision. You've made some good job, right? You've done it without any problem. Just let me know what you think about it, all right? And I'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Kiss you all.